Okay, not too many interruptions. I'm sitting beside quite a busy road, so I hope you won't hear too many cars or motorcycles. Hello, Tuk Ling.
Hello, Mr. Rick.
How are you, Tuk Ling?
I'm great. Thank you.
Good, good. How is the weather in Hanoi today, Tuk Ling?
It is sunny today
Yeah,
and it's quite hot.
yeah. About how much?
I think it's 30
About
degrees.
30. Okay, okay. So not too hot, but quite hot. No, I think about the same here too, where I am. About the same. Okay. Um, hello, Kim Nan. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, Kim Nan. I missed you last week. You weren't at the class. Mrs. Ha told me you were busy. Hello, Zhao Wei.
Hello, Mr. Rick.
How are you, Zhao Wei?
I'm great.
Good, 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 good. Okay, I'll just wait a little bit longer to see who else is going to join us. Thank you for turning your camera on, Zhao Wei. Nice to see you again. Hello, Paula. Paula. Okay. Hello, Paula. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Excellent. I can hear you too. And I can see you too. Hi, Paula. How are you?
Yeah,
Hi.
I've been doing great.
Good, good. Your mum says you've had a very busy week. Very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was
Yeah,
also telling me that you are the vice president of the physics for Amsterdam School. Is
yeah,
that right?
yeah,
Right, right. But unusual for you to be the vice president for Amsterdam School.
yeah. I still don't know why I get that, position, but
Right, right. Oh, that's good. Congratulations. But I hope it doesn't mean too much work for you.
yeah, I hope so too.
Oh, good, good. Okay, everyone. So it's after 3 o'clock, so we might as well get started. So welcome to the class for today. I think I was telling Duk Nia just before, I'm sitting very close to a busy road here in Bangkok. So hopefully you won't hear the traffic. I have to sit close to the road because it's the only place at this cafe where the PowerPoint is, where I can plug in my laptop. So I need to sit here. So like I say, I hope you won't hear too much traffic noise when I'm talking to you. So let's have a look at what we're going to do today. First of all, we're going to do some speaking. We won't do the word ladder game anymore. Time to go back to concentrating on some speaking, I think. So we'll be transitioning or changing to that from now on. Then I will review your homework with you, and then we will continue on with writing. So before I start, does anyone have any questions? Any questions? Okay, everyone, let's go. So, Duk Nia. Okay, Duk Nia. So this is our speaking exercise for today. Okay. So
Okay.
I want you to tell me in at least 3 sentences about your favorite subject at school. Okay. All right. And Tuk Ling, you are next. Then Kim Nan. Tuk Ling, then Kim Nan. Okay. But first of all, Duk Nia.
Okay. My favorite subject at school is physical education. I like it because because I like play basketball and physical education. Like they what did I say? I
Yeah,
just
keep
like it
going.
because I like to do physical. I like to do physical activities. So yeah, physical education is my favorite subject.
Okay, very good, Duk Nia. Okay, that was good 3 sentences. I only heard one small mistake, which you then corrected later on. In your second sentence, I think you said, I like play basketball. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should say, of course, I like to play basketball. You need the preposition in their sentence. I like to play basketball. But then in your next sentence, Duk Nia, you said it correctly. So that's okay. Okay, so I like to play something, or I like to eat, or I like to do something, like to watch TV. You need to have to in there. Thank you, Duk Nia. So, Tuk Ling, then Kim Nan. But firstly, Kim Nan, Tuk Ling.
My favorite subject at school is math. Although math is quite hard, but I still love math because I love solving the I love the number. I love solving the
The
yes, I
maybe
don't
the
know.
word you're looking for is problems. Is that right?
No, I
Not problems?
just I suddenly forgot it.
So not
I
not
don't
not
remember.
problems. Yeah,
Yes.
that's okay, Tukling, not problems. You
Oh,
like solving the equations? Equations?
oh yes. Equation.
Okay, I like solving the
Yeah.
equations. Remember plural, it has to be plural, Tukling. So okay, so it must be equations. S on the end. Okay, and one more sentence, please, Tukling. One more.
And more.
Yeah, one more.
Uh, mm, I think it's
There are many things you could say. For
yeah,
example, many people think that maths is too hard, but I love it. For example, you could say that.
yes. Many people think math is hard, but I don't think so. I love math.
Okay,
And
good. Good sentence. Good sentence. Good, Tukling. So everyone, the reason I'm doing this exercise is just give you practice at English speaking, just for our warm-up. Okay, thank you, Tukling. Okay, Kim Nan, then Ja Wee. Kim Nan, then Ja Wee. Okay, Kim Nan.
I'm interested in geography because it's easy to learn and it doesn't have a lot of knowledge. Through studying geography, I can understand more about my country and another countries. And my geography teachers is very kind.
Okay, good. So just a couple of corrections, Kim Nan. So they were good sentences. That's fine. You said to me you like studying geography because it doesn't have a lot of knowledge, which
Yeah,
doesn't quite make sense. Have to use a different word. Have to use a different word other than knowledge. Knowledge doesn't make sense in that sentence. It doesn't have a lot of knowledge. What do you mean, Kim Nan, when you say that sentence? What are you trying to say?
I have no more about my culture, about culture.
Hmm.
Uh,
So you
and
say, yeah, it doesn't have a lot of knowledge, though. Do you mean it's not hard to study? Is that what
yeah,
you mean?
because it's uh, it-
It's not difficult. Is that what you are trying to say?
yeah,
Okay, so that is the way to say it. I like studying geography because it's not too difficult. How does that sound, Kim Nan? Is that what you mean? I like to study geography because it's not too difficult.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm sure, I mean, I know geography has a lot of things to learn. I know. So it does have a lot of knowledge, things to learn, but the things you have to learn are not too hard.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's what you mean to say. So I like to study geography because the subject is not too difficult. That is how you say it. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Kim Nan. All right. So Ja Wee, then Paula. and then Tang, I see, has joined us. So Jiahui, Paula, and Tang. Jiahui.
Okay. One of my favorite subject at school is math. One of the main reason is that all my math teacher from elementary school to university is always determined when they teach me, and also when also solving math problem is like solving a puzzle, and it gives me dopamine when I solve the math problem.
Okay, good. So solving math problem is like solving a puzzle. It gives me dopamine is not quite right, shall we? How do you say this? You would say what is the adjective? I'm trying to think of it. One way of saying it is it gives me a dose of dopamine when I solve the problem. Okay, so you need to use some sort of collective noun with dopamine. So you can't say it gives me dopamine when I solve the problem. You need to have some sort of collective noun, like it gives me a dose of dopamine, or it gives me like an injection of dopamine when I solve the problem. Does that make sense, are we?
Yes.
Yeah, so you need some collective noun to go with dopamine, otherwise it doesn't quite make sense. Like saying, for example, here I am writing on paper. I need to say, here I am writing on a piece of paper. I need to have like the collective noun for it to make sense, like piece of paper. So same thing, you need to have dose of dopamine. Okay, thank you, Jiahui. So Paula, then Tang, then Kak Jung has joined us. Okay, Paula, your turn, please.
Okay, apparently my favorite subject is English. At school, we are taught all the 4 skills, including speaking, writing, listening, and reading. And I think it is a really practical way to become fluent in English. That's why I really enjoy learning English at my school.
Okay, I was interested the way you started that talk, Paula. Apparently my favorite subject is English. Yeah,
Yeah, because
what does that mean?
I don't know, because like I go to like a language specialized school, so
Yes.
it is kind of like clearly that I like English.
Right. Okay. Apparently, it almost sounds like the word apparently can be used. It's almost like you use it when it's like someone else is telling you that English is your favorite subject. Does that make sense when you say apparently? So you probably just should say my favorite subject is English.
Okay.
If you say apparently, it's like you don't agree. You don't agree that your favorite subject is English. Your favorite subject is English only because your mum tells you it is. Yeah.
Yeah, partly.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, if you say apparently, it doesn't sound like it's your opinion. It sounds like it's someone else's opinion. That's all when you use that word. All right. Thank you, Paula. Otherwise, perfect. Tang.
Can you hear me?
Hello, Tang. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. One day I look forward to seeing you, Tang. Haven't seen you for so long, for some months.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, Tang. So, your favorite subject at school, please.
So my favorite subject at school is math. One of the reasons is that my math teacher is really funny and open-minded, and
Yeah, really funny and open-minded. Yeah. What else? What else?
The way he teaches us how to the way she teaches us that how to solve the problem is really easy to understand and help me that.
Okay, good.
Help me understand.
Yeah, good. So the way he teaches us. Sorry to interrupt, Tang. I didn't hear some of your sentence because The internet keeps cutting out a little bit. But I'm not sure if you said this, but the way to say it is the way he teaches us to solve the problem. So remember to put the S on teaches, the way he teaches us to solve the problem. Does that make sense, Tang? Hello, Tang, can you hear me? Tang? Disappeared. Okay, come back to Tang. Kakjung. Kakjung.
Can you hear me?
I can, Kakjung. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Okay, Kakjung, please tell me about your favorite subject at school.
My favorite subject at school is math.
Because?
Because I because my teacher is really good. She's easy and she can talk and teach us everything, not only about math, like about life or some more subject at school.
Some more subjects at school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
Cool.
Okay, that's good, Taksung. Okay, that's fine. That's good. So I think that is everyone. Okay, thank you for that, everyone. So we will do this sort of thing for our warm-up from now on. Okay, now turning to the homework. So thank you, everyone, for most of you for sending your homework in on time. Please, in future, try to get it to me by midday on Saturday so that I have time to look at it and mark it. Okay, so midday on Saturday is when you should send me your homework. So the questions were, what is the structure of a task 2 essay? What should the introduction to an opinion essay consist of? What is the structure of each main paragraph? What words do you use to begin your conclusion paragraph? So the good news is everybody got number 4 correct. Okay, I didn't get any wrong answers for that. That's good. Everyone knew to say in conclusion or to conclude. However, the answers to 1, 2, and 3 were a little bit variable. So again, I will just share the document with you so you can see exactly. Now, on most of your homework, I have written corrections, but just in case the corrections aren't too clear or you need further reinforcement, okay, this is what you need to understand. Now, I'm spending a little bit of time on this because I think I said last week, this is like building the foundation of a building. If the foundation isn't correct, the building will fall over. So if you don't understand the structure of your essay, then your essay will not get you good enough marks. You need to understand the structure before you start filling in the words. So that's why I'm spending a little bit of time on this to make sure everyone understands the structure. Even if you don't, even if your English vocabulary isn't as good as you would like, you can still understand the structure of an essay and what you should be doing. The vocabulary is a bit like the icing on top of a cake or the decorations on a building. You have to get the structure, the foundation correct. So first questions, what is the structure of a task 2 essay? 4 paragraphs, only 4 paragraphs. I think most of you got that. Introduction, main body paragraph 1 and main body paragraph 2. Some people forgot to put in main body paragraph 2. Okay, some people just wrote main body paragraph 1. You need 2 main body paragraphs. You must have 2. Right, and the conclusion. And please remember to leave a blank line between the paragraphs. A very small point, but they will take a mark off of your punctuation if you do not do this. Leave a blank line between the paragraphs. So introduction, main body paragraph 1, main body paragraph 2, and conclusion. The introduction. Again, I had some mixed answers to this one. Most of you had the right idea, but many people forgot about this bit. Okay, so sentence 1, paraphrase the question. I think everyone understood that. But sentence 2, you must state your opinion. State your opinion. Can you remember Kakzong? Can you remember what is the other way of stating your opinion? Two words. The first word is thesis, Kakzong. Can you remember?
What is the first word? Can you say again?
The first word is thesis.
Please.
Can you remember this?
No, I can't.
Okay, all right. It is thesis statement. Okay, state your opinion or give your thesis statement mean the same thing. Okay, if you go to look at Ielts exercises online and you see thesis statement, don't be confused. It just means the same thing as giving your opinion. Thesis statement and giving your opinion are the same thing. And then remember, everyone, you need to give 2 reasons. Best that you give 2 reasons why you hold this opinion. Your 2 main reasons, because of course those 2 reasons will then go on to be the basis of your main body paragraph 1 and main body paragraph 2. So hopefully you can see the structure is very logical and very straightforward. Your introduction, you just paraphrase the question, you give your opinion or thesis statement, and you give 2 reasons why you have that opinion. And then your first reason becomes the topic sentence of body paragraph 1, and the second reason becomes the topic sentence of body paragraph 2. Very simple, not difficult. And like I say, even if you are worried about your English vocabulary, the structure is very easy to learn of this. But you must remember, once you've done the topic sentence where you restate your main reason, you then need to give 2 sentences explaining, all right? And then give an example. Some people put down, you give 1 reason and 2 examples. Okay, that is not correct. You give 2 reasons and 1 example. Same for body paragraph 2. Again, very simple. Your topic sentence is the same reason you gave up here. Okay, then you say why you think that is a good reason. And then you give an example. And as I've said several times, you can make an example up. And then the last thing, as I say, everyone got this correct, conclusion. To conclude, you just repeat your opinion and summarize your 2 main ideas. I don't think parents should be blamed for having obese children because they can't control them 24 hours a day, and because children see a lot of advertising, which makes them eat more junk food. Okay, there's the conclusion. Simple as that. So, Tang, does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So again, and again, I will go over this again because some of you got this wrong in your homework. Okay, introduction, paraphrase the question is the first sentence. Sentence 2, your opinion and 2 reasons. 2 main body paragraphs. Okay, reason number 1, 2 sentences explaining reason number 1, why you think it's a good reason, example. Sentence number 2, 2 sentences explaining sentence number 2. Give an example, conclusion. So like I say, this is very simple, the structure, very simple, but you need to know this off by heart. And once you know the structure, it makes it very easy to organize your thoughts about any particular topic. Are there any questions about that? Okay. All right, so what we're going to be doing is continuing with the humanitarian essay that we started last week. Now, I think, Kim Nan, I think you did the whole essay. Very diligent, okay? You didn't need to do the whole essay. So I will review that with you in just a moment, okay, Kim Nan? Can you hear me, Kim Nan?
Can you repeat?
Yeah, so I think you already wrote the whole essay, Kim Nan. I saw in your homework. You've already written this essay, and you didn't need to do this. Okay, you got ahead of everyone, but doesn't matter. I will review that with you now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Zung Ha has joined us. How are you, Zung Ha?
Hi,
Hi, nice to see you.
nice to
So,
see you too.
Zung Ha, just before I continue on with the essay, please tell me very quickly 3 sentences about your favorite subject at school. Go.
One of my favorite subjects at school is English because I think it's a very interesting subject for me to learn a foreign language, and it's also a easiest subjects for me to learn.
Okay, sorry, that cut out a little bit, Zung Ha. Can you start again, please? Sorry. Yeah, one of my favorite subjects at school is
English
yep. Because
I think English is a very interesting subject, and it's also easiest subjects for me to learn at school.
okay. So that's good. That's good. English is a very easy subject. Okay, remember you need the a. And you need to say also it's a very easy subject for me to learn. Okay, Zung Ha?
Okay.
So you're just missing the word a. Okay, but the rest of it was very good. Excellent. Okay, everybody. So just before we start on this, I will remind you of this week's homework. Now, there's been a little bit of confusion about which is the correct homework for which week. So I will always put the date like I have here, that the homework is for. And I will put these letters in front of it, WC, so you know which week the homework applies to. Paula,
Yes.
do you know what WC stands for, by the way, in this context? WC. Any idea?
Week something.
Yes, good guess. Week commencing, everyone. Week commencing. Commencing, for those of you who are not sure, is a synonym for beginning or starting. To commence something is a more formal word. To begin something or start something. So this, everyone, is a very common abbreviation in written English. Any of you who will go to work or study in English-speaking countries, you will see this all the time. WC. WC just means week commencing. So what this sentence means is this is the homework for the week commencing 28th of August. So you know this is the homework for next week, because tomorrow is the 28th of August. And again, everyone, please, if you, and I think 1 or 2 people have already done it, but please email it to me again if you've already done it. All right, send it to me again. Same thing. If you've already done it, just copy it and paste it and send it to me. But then I have all the emails in one place. So you need to write an introduction paragraph for this task 2 essay topic. Government should spend more money on education than sports. Do you agree or disagree? Duk Nia, off the top of your head, do you agree or disagree?
I
Off the top of your head, without thinking too much.
I don't.
You don't agree?
Yeah.
Okay, Tuk Ling.
I agree with this statement.
All right, the government should spend more money on education. That's fine. Kim Nan, what do you think?
I agree.
Government should spend more money on education. Ja Wee.
Yes, I agree.
Paula.
Yeah, I agree.
Tang,
I agree.
Kak Zung. Hello, Kak Zung. Kak Zung. Okay. Zung Ha. Zung Ha.
I agree.
I agree. Okay, that's fine. So remember, when I say off the top of your head, it is a colloquial phrase meaning without thinking too much. Off the top of your head. Very common in English. Off the top of your head, what do you think about this? Right? So again, everyone remember, of course, there is no right or wrong answer to this. Whichever side you choose, you just need to have some reasons. Doesn't matter which side you choose, whether you agree or not. So the introduction paragraph, who shall I ask to do this? Okay, Tang.
Yeah.
What is an introduction paragraph? Can you remember off the top of your head? An introduction paragraph has two sentences saying what? What is the first sentence?
Is the paraphrase.
Correct. What is the second sentence?
Is explain why you agree or disagree.
It is, and almost correct, Tang. Not quite. Almost correct. So the first one was correct. Paraphrase the first sentence. Kak Zung, are you back yet? No. Duk Nia.
Yes.
Okay, first sentence was a paraphrase of the introduction. What is the second sentence?
Sentence. Give your opinion, I think.
Correct. And give your opinion and
I'll remember it.
okay. Tuk Ling.
Yes.
Okay. Introduction paragraph. What does it consist of? First sentence is a paraphrase. Everyone knows that now. What is the second sentence? What is the second
The
sentence?
second sentence is state your opinion and
Yes,
give two
and
reasons.
give two
Give two
reasons. And give two reasons. Good. Thank you, Tuk Ling. Okay, Duk Nia, do you remember now?
Yeah, okay.
State your opinion and give two reasons why you have that opinion. Okay, so that is the homework for this coming week. The introduction paragraph, paraphrase, state your opinion, give two reasons. Should only take you 5 minutes, this, by the way. Shouldn't take you long, only 5 minutes. I know you are all very busy with other homework, so I don't like to give you too much, but I do need to give you something. All right. Let's go back to this essay. So, wealthy nations should assist poorer countries with humanitarian relief during natural disasters. Do you agree or disagree? So everyone has done an introduction, I think. Some people have done a bit more than the introduction. So each of you, I want you to continue on from where you last left off, which means, for example, Tuk Ling.
Yes.
Okay, so you need to write your first main body paragraph, okay?
Yes.
You've written the introduction, but that's all. So please write your first main body paragraph, okay?
Yes.
Okay, Zung Ha.
Yes.
Okay, Zung Ha, you need to write your second main body paragraph, all right?
Okay.
Okay? Kak Zung. Kak Zung, still not back. Okay. And Bao Ming isn't here. Kim Nan.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim Nan, you have completed all the essay. I will come back to you in a moment, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Tang.
Yes.
Okay, you need to write your first main paragraph, okay?
Okay.
Your first one. All right. Jawi. Hello, Jawi.
Yes.
Okay, shall we? I think you need to finish your first main body paragraph. It looks
Yes.
like to me. Looks like you've got halfway through it.
Yes.
Okay, you need to finish it. Duknia.
Yes.
Okay, you need to write your second main body paragraph. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And Paula, you need to write your first main body paragraph. Okay, are there any questions? I will share, just in case some of you can't access the document, I will share it with you now in chat. In just a moment. Okay. Okay, I've sent everyone the link in chat, so you should be able to click on it and continue on with your essay. Thank you. Okay, now, Kim Nan. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sorry, Kim Nan, actually, I'll just check and see if Kak Jung is back yet. Kak Jung. Kak Jung? No, he's disappeared. Okay, Kim Nan. Let's have a look at your essay, okay? You've completed the entire essay. All right. Geez, okay. Okay, so your introduction is correct, Kim Nan. Okay. And by which I mean you've done a paraphrase. Good. All right. You've done your thesis statement. Okay, good. All right. And you've given 2 reasons. Very good, Kim Nan. Okay. All right. So let's look at your first main body paragraph. So your first main reason. Okay. Good, Kim Nan. You have paraphrased that a little bit. Very good. Very good, Kim Nan. The only thing I would change is this punctuation here, Kim Nan. I would not have a colon here. Okay, this. You don't need it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't need it. So I'll take that out. So the sentence makes sense without it. You don't need it. People in question are going to buy food and drink and summer starved for days. So food, okay. This word here, not quite correct, Kim Nan. Do you know what the correct form of it is? Not assistant, but can you guess?
Uh,
Very similar word. Very similar word. Can you see what I've typed?
yeah.
Okay, as assistants.
Yeah.
Okay, assistants. Assistants are people who help you with something. Okay, different meaning. Okay, help them with their physical health. Clothes are also luxuries for refugees. We should not throw clothes away, but take it to charity. Okay, so not it. So you were talking about clothes, which is plural, Kim Nan. Okay, all right, but this is singular. So we need to make this plural. What do we change it to?
Clothes.
Clothes is plural, but you've got it here, which is singular. So we need to change it to a plural word. Do you know which word?
This.
This word.
Them.
Them. Okay, remember it is single. Okay, but remember you were talking about clothes with an S, so plural.
Yeah.
So this needs to be plural as well. Them. Them is plural. Of course, you know that. Them means many things. Them.
Yeah.
Need to take them to charity because they really need it. Okay, it's good. Very good example, Kim Nan. Perfect. Okay, so your second sentence doesn't quite, so your second main paragraph sentence doesn't quite make sense here. What did you say up here? Government in other countries can bring the expectations. I think the word expectations is wrong, Kim Nan. Can you guess what it should be? It is a word that begins with EX, but not expectations. What do you think, Kim Nan?
I don't know.
Okay, I've given you a clue, Kim Nan. What do you think?
It's
Another
Ex-
clue, Kim Nan. What word am I going to type?
experience.
This word, Kim Nan. Do you know this word?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, can you say it for me, please?
Experience.
Experience, yes. Okay, you want government in other countries to bring their experience. Okay, means their experience, means their knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, means their expert knowledge. So if I'm going to use that word, of course, I should really change this to there. Experience to help people. Okay, so this word needs to be changed to experienced as well. Okay, Kimna?
Yeah.
And so it should be changed to something like this.
Experiences.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Kimnan?
Yeah.
After natural catastrophes, and that's good. This is good. Using this word, Kimnan, that's great. Okay, shows really good vocabulary. Excellent. But just this word was wrong. So not expectations, but experienced. After natural catastrophes, many experienced people should be sent to examine and treat people who, word missing here, Kimnan. There's a word missing, small word.
Hurt.
Are hurt, yes, who are hurt. Need to have ha in there. Sorry, are. Need to have are in there. Who are hurt. Who are hurt. Poorer countries do not have many good doctors, so again, so not good expectations, Kimnat, okay? Same thing again.
Experience.
Yeah, experienced people or experienced doctors or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be even better. What is the next word I'm going to write, Kim Nan? Do you know? Beginning with ST, experienced medical what? What do you call the people who work for a business or a company? Beginning with ST. What do you call them? Beginning with ST. What do you call the people who work in a hotel or in a supermarket? What do you call them? Or who teach in a school? What is the word beginning with ST that describes them? Do you know?
Staff.
Yes, you saw it there. Staff. Staff. So experienced medical staff. Do you know this word, Kim Nan?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the people who work, at school, the teaching staff. You have the supermarket staff, the people who work in the supermarket, and so on. So staff is the word you need. Experienced medical staff are needed, very needed. That collocation doesn't make sense. Sorry. Experienced medical staff are needed because they have highly specialized what, Kim Nan? Medical staff have highly specialized there are a couple of words here you can use. One begins with K, the other one begins with S. Try the S word first. Okay, Kimnan, can you see where I am? Highly specialized, because they have highly specialized what? So you've got your adjective phrase here, which is good, but you need to attach the adjective phrase to something.
Skellington.
This word here begins with SK.
Skellington.
Not quite. This.
Skill.
Yeah, skills. Skills, or the other word I was thinking of was knowledge, which begins with K. Okay, because they have highly specialized skills. Okay, you know this word, Kimnan?
Yeah, I know.
Skills. Good. They have highly specialized skills. Additionally, home professionals can help local people rebuild their... Okay, again, we're talking plural, Kimnan, so this needs an S on the end. Okay? Otherwise, you are only talking about the people building one house. Okay, you need to have build their houses. Needs to be plural. Recent research concluded many people died because they were not healed kindly. In English, that doesn't quite make sense, you know, because they were not. So the word, usually when you're talking about medical operations, that sort of thing, is treated, Kimna. Okay, treated. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, treated. The nurse or the doctor treats you. They treat you when they try to make you better. Okay, not treated kindly. Again, I don't think kindly is a very good adjective for this. They were not treated, maybe. Okay, there are many words I could have used here, but I've done this one, Kim Nan. Okay, can you read this sentence for me, please?
Recent research conclude that many people died because they were not treated in time.
Okay, good. Okay, so you see how that makes sense now?
Yeah.
Okay, not treated in time. So not healed. Healed isn't quite the correct word. Healed and treated are not synonyms.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't mean exactly the same thing. So treated is the correct one for this sentence, not treated in time. All right, in conclusion, remember conclusion has a small c. All right, and what you need to do now, Kim Nan, is because.
Yeah.
Okay, remember this conclusion is a summary of what you have just said here. So you need to summarize your two reasons here again. Okay, Kim Nan?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you do that now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Any questions, Kim Nan, about that?
No, thank you.
Okay, so Kim Nan, you've done very well with the structure. You have followed the structure perfectly. Okay, very good. Excellent. So all I have done is just change some of the words to better words, but you have the structure correct. So that is the main thing. So I hope that makes you feel a bit more confident about doing this exercise, Kim Nan. Now you have the structure correct. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So any questions about the structure?
No, thank you so much.
Okay, so again, so just two, a couple of reasons to summarize, to finish your conclusion. Thank you, Kim Nan. Okay. Kak Jung, are you back?
Yes, my internet connection is not good.
Ah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, we lost you for a while. So Kak Jung, did you understand what we are doing?
I am hearing, but I'm not I cannot understand all.
Okay, Kaksung. So we're looking at the essay, Kaksung. So you have already written 3 paragraphs for this essay. So you need to write a conclusion, Kaksung, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I can see here, you've done your introduction. Here is your introduction, okay? Main paragraph 1, main paragraph 2, good. Okay, now you just need a conclusion. So can you please write that?
Yes, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Tukling. Tukling.
Yes.
Okay, Tukling, I know you haven't finished, but I'm just reading what you've written so far. Okay, so you've got the support of wealthy nations is a useful way which helps poorer countries have better conditions during the disasters. Okay, so I'm thinking of one word that replaces these 3 words. Tukling, it begins with the letter R. R.
R.
Yeah. When someone has a problem or like a disaster, a rich country will help them. What? R-E, R-E, R-E-C, Tukling, R-E-C,
R-E-C.
R-E-C-O, R-E-C-O. When you are getting over a disaster or when you are getting over a sickness, what do? You
recover.
Yes, yes. Okay, Tukling.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will.
So that is the word you need here. I will do it for you. Save time. Recover from. Okay. So you can see much simpler, more correct, takes less time.
Yeah.
Recover. Help poor countries recover from disasters. Developed countries can produce a lot of necessary things. They can give it to the countries which need these things. Okay. That will help people in poorer countries have more food, clothes, and something.
Yes.
Okay.
And not just be.
Yeah, that will help people. Sorry, Tukling?
I want to say that it's not finished.
Oh yeah, I know it's not finished. I'm helping you. I know you haven't finished. Okay. What else besides food? If people have a disaster, they need food, clothes, and what else? Tukling?
Medicine.
Yes, exactly. Easy.
Yes.
Okay, food, clothes, and medicine. Okay, then all you need to do to finish this paragraph is do what?
Give an example.
Correct. Thank you, Tukling. You're on the right track. Good. So, Zung Ha,
Yes.
I think, Zung Ha, it is better not, you can say the next reason to support my opinion. I almost think because you don't have many words to play with, okay? Remember, this is only around 250 words, which actually isn't that many. I know it might sound like a few, but really it's not that many. So you can have this, it's okay, but you can also start your sentence here. Do you see what I mean, Sung Ha?
Yeah.
So you can just start off saying, helping poorer countries can reduce the difference between rich and poor. Okay, so you can say this, it's okay. But if you have too many words and you are looking to cut down or reduce the number of words, you can just start the sentence here and it makes sense. Okay, what else have you written? When wealthy nations share clothes, food, or shelter. Not for, Sungha, not for, but
With.
correct. Right. Okay, that's fine, Sungha. Okay, so the only thing wrong with this sentence, Sungha, is are developing what? You need to say what they are developing, I think.
Developing economic.
Oh, sorry, a motorcycle went past and I missed that. What was that again, Sungha?
Developing the economy.
Developing. Sungha, can you please type the word in? I couldn't hear it, sorry. Can you please type it in?
Okay.
Let me know when you've typed it in, Sungha. So I need a word after developing. Vietnam and Cuba are developing what? Ah, I see. Okay. Sorry, I thought you were typing it into the document. Thank you, Sungha. Okay, so you need to put it like this, Sungha. Okay. Can you hear me, Sungha?
Okay.
Okay, so developing economically and having a great relationship. I know what you mean there. Vietnam and Cuba are like developing countries. Okay. But to be 100% correct, if you're going to use developing, you need to say like developing something, developing countries, developing economically, developing more wealth, something like that. You need something in here. In conclusion, okay, there is a word missing here, Zungha. What does it? It begins with the letter B.
B.
B. Yep. In conclusion, rich countries should help poorer countries with humanitarian relief.
Because.
Yes, correct. Because it is a great way to create better foreign relations and reduce the difference between rich and poor countries. Okay, Zungha. All right, this is very good, Zungha. You understand the structure, I think. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
No, thank you.
Okay, Zongha. So again, I will just summarize what you have done. Okay, so you have done your paraphrase. All right. You've given your opinion or thesis statement. Okay, you've given your 2 reasons. Good. If I was an examiner marking this, Zongha, I could tick all these boxes, okay, what you have done. All right. You have your first main topic sentence. Okay. About the foreign relationships. Okay, you have 2 sentences. and you have an example. Excellent. All right, same thing again. You have your next topic sentence. Okay, you have 2 sentences and you have an example. Good. And then you have a conclusion, okay, which again just summarizes your reasons. So the structure is great, Zongha. Very good. All right.
Okay.
Okay, Zongha. But cheerful. You've done
Okay.
very well, Zongha. Okay. Very pleased. You have the structure exactly right. Perfect. Okay, well done. Okay. Kak Sung. Hello, Kak Sung. Oh, he's lost his internet connection again, unfortunately. Man. Okay, tongue. Tongue. Hello, tongue.
Yeah.
Okay, tongue. So I'm looking at your paragraph here, okay?
Yeah, I'm working.
Okay. You're working, I know. So, but what you need to be working on, tongue, I need to make sure you're on the right track. So remember in your introduction here, you've given as your first reason, this can lead to better relationships between nations. Okay, so this has to be the beginning of this sentence. Something to do with about leading to better relationships between nations, okay? Not about food and equipment. Does that make sense, Tung?
Yeah.
This is why you have 2 main reasons here, okay? 1 and 2, okay? Because then you use your first reason here as the beginning of this paragraph. So, for example, you could say something like, yeah, rich countries, yeah, have a lot of resources, okay, which is similar to what you've written here. When they share these resources with a poor country which has had a disaster, this leads to better relationships between the nations. Does it make sense what I'm saying, Tung?
Yeah.
Okay, so remember, for each of these next 2 paragraphs, okay, you must begin, okay, with this one for the first paragraph, okay, and this one, if this is your second reason, for the second paragraph. All right, so your first one, you said better relationships between nations if rich countries help poor countries. Okay, then you need 2 reasons why. Why does this lead to better relations between nations? And then an example. Does that make sense, Tang?
Yeah. I understand.
Okay. Okay, good. Please keep going. Okay, Jawi is still writing. Duknia is still writing. Yep. It's so far so good, Duknia. You're on the right track. So you just need 1 more sentence and a conclusion. Okay, Paula. Hello, Paula.
Hello.
Okay, Paula. Only one thing. So your second paragraph is good. Okay. The only thing I would change personally is you got according to research.
To a research.
Yeah, it wouldn't. No, no, no. I think the whole phrase needs to be changed because this isn't something you'd research. Okay, this is not something you'd research. I think it's much better just to say, for example.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a way to explain it why that makes sense, because you're probably thinking, why can't you research what Germany's doing? It just the way you have worded that sentence, it works better as an example.
Yeah, I think it's because we don't like to,
Yeah, research will be something different. You have to say something like, according to research, Western countries provided 50 billion US dollars worth of aid in the last 12 months to developed countries. You would need a sentence like that. A research normally has a figure attached to it. Okay? Some sort of figure, whereas you are giving an example, which doesn't need research. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, I hope so. I know it's a very the word is, it's a very subtle point. Do you understand the word subtle, Paula?
Yes.
Okay, subtle means very small difference, very slight difference. But straight away, a native English speaker will think that doesn't look quite right. Okay, even though the difference in what you are saying, research and example, is very small in terms of the meanings of the words, but this is a better example than research, is the best way I can explain it. I hope that makes some sort of sense to you.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, good. But the rest of that is fine.
Okay.
Okay, to recapitulate. Okay, very good. Right. Right. I'll be back in a moment, everyone. I just need to get some water. Okay, Kim Nan.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim Nan. So I don't have anything new for you to write for the rest of the lesson. Okay, but if you stick around, if you stay with us, just watch how I correct some of the other people's writing. All right, because this might give you some suggestions for what you can do in the future. Okay, Kim Nan?
Yeah.
Okay, but because you finished the essay, which is very good. So you don't need to do any more for this lesson. But if you want to stay around, you can see how I will correct some of the others.
Yeah.
Okay, and the sort of vocabulary and the words that I use.
Yeah.
All right, so we will start with Tuk Ling. Hello, Tuk Ling.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go, Tuk Ling. So we've already looked at half the paragraph. Let's look at the other half. For example, during the time the capital of Vietnam suffered from a big flood, Japan assisted Vietnam with a lot of food, such as rice, fish. Now I've seen this before in Vietnamese people's essays, Tuk Ling. In English essays, okay, they don't like this.
Oh,
Okay, they don't. I've seen a lot of Vietnamese students do this. All right, but in English, but foreign examiners will not like this. Okay, what they want you to do, especially in an essay, is not to do this, is to actually use the words. Okay, because they see this as being lazy and a shortcut. All right, so that so especially in an exam, you don't want to do this. So you actually need to use the words. All right, so actually you don't need another word, Tuk Ling. Your sentence is fine the way it is. Japan had assisted Vietnam with a lot of food such as rice and fish. Okay, is enough. Is enough.
Yes, I understand.
Is enough. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, I
Good.
understand.
Okay, and instructed Vietnam. Okay, missing preposition here, Tuk Ling. Missing preposition here, what is it? Sorry?
With? Right.
Can't hear. Sorry, the motorcycles are making too much noise. Sorry. It is this.
It is with?
This
In?
one. In. Instructed Vietnam in lots of techniques to deal with the consequences after the big flood. It is a precious assistant that Vietnam never forgets. Good. Good example. So, Tuk Ling, this is good. Okay. Good. Okay. Good first sentence. Okay. It matches your sentence up here. Very good. All right. 2 sentences that explain what you mean. Good. All right. Example. Okay. Quite long, but still good.
Oh, yeah.
All right. A little bit long, maybe. And the only reason I say a little bit long is, remember, when you do this in an exam, you will be under some time pressure.
Oh, yes.
So
I
you
know
don't
that.
want to spend too long on things, just like an example. So you can just have one simple sentence for an example. For example,
Yes.
when Hanoi suffered from a big flood, Japan assisted Vietnam with a lot of food such as rice and fish, and Vietnam will never forget this.
Yes.
Okay, just make it short and simple, and saves you time. Which in exams like this, you will find that time is the most valuable commodity.
Yes, I understand.
You know, 40 minutes to write this will go very fast. So you just need to keep it simple. So good work, Tuk Ling. Very good. Any questions for me?
No, I don't have any
Good.
question.
Okay, good. Very well. Okay, Zung Ha.
Yes.
All right. Can you read your conclusion for me, please?
In conclusion, which country should help poor nations with human
Okay, I'll help you, Zung Ha. Humanitarian. Okay,
relief.
can you say it again, please? Again, please.
Humanitarian.
Good.
Relief, because it is a great way to create a better foreign relations and reduce the difference between rich and poor countries.
Okay, good, Zung Ha. Almost perfect. Just need to take out this okay? Doesn't need to be there. Because it is a great way to create better foreign relations. So better foreign relations doesn't need an before it. I know sometimes it can be a little bit confusing when do you use a, and when do you use the, and when do you use nothing? Okay, sometimes that it takes a while to learn. And the only way to learn that is just to practice sentences like this. So you know that a sentence that says create better foreign relations doesn't need an a or the. After a while, you just learn that. You'll get used to that. All right, Zung Ha, can you please say this phrase for me again?
Humanitarian relief.
Good. Excellent, Zung Ha. That's great. Okay. You've done well, Zung Ha. That's very good. Any questions for me about any of that?
No, thank you.
Okay, Zung Ha. All right. So you have finished writing for this lesson, okay, Zung Ha?
Okay.
So you have a choice. So you can same as Kim Nan, you can either listen to what I'm doing with the rest of the students, which will give you some suggestions, I hope, okay? Or if you like, you can do your homework for next week, all right? Up to you.
Okay.
Okay. Kak Jung,
Can you hear me?
I can. So we lost you again.
Yes, for 10 minutes.
All right. So you were finishing the conclusion, Kak Jung, is that right?
No, I am writing. I'm still writing.
Yeah, but you are still finishing the conclusion?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Let me know when you finish, please. Okay, Tang, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, Tang. So let's just see what you have written here. I will help you with this. Okay, so it needs to be this word, Tang. Rich countries have great, get rid of that. Rich countries have great resources of food and equipment. Okay, Tang?
Okay.
So now we need to think of two ways that rich countries can use these great resources to help a poor country that has had a disaster. All right. Okay, so you started this sentence here. Thousands of people, thousands needs an S on the end. Thousands of people in poorer countries are suffering from diseases, death, and casualties, which the government finds difficult to cope with. Okay. So what can a rich country do about this, Tang?
Like send a supply.
So a rich country. Okay. What's another word for rich that begins with W? So we can use a different word, Tang? Can you see what I'm typing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the word I'm going to type?
I know.
Yeah. What is it?
Wealthy.
Yes. Good. Okay. Okay. Just changing the word. Instead of saying rich all the time, we show our vocabulary skills by using a synonym. Okay, Tang, can you read all of this to me, please?
Rich countries have great resource of food and equipment. Thousands of people in poorer countries are suffering from disease, deaths, and casualties, which the government finds difficult to cope with. Wealthy countries can send food and supplies to help people survive.
Okay, good. So you can see now, Tang, we have our opening sentence, okay? All right.
Yeah.
Now we have two sentences here about, what rich countries can do with their food and equipment. Now we need to relate it back to what you have said here. This can lead to better relationships between nations. All right. So we just need a sentence saying that. Okay. So something like this. Actually, I used poor before, so I'll do this one. Okay, Tang, so you can see I've used less wealthy instead of poor. All right, just as a synonym. And I'm going to use nations instead of countries, again, to show my vocabulary. All right. What is the next word I'm going to type? Tang?
International relationship.
Yes. Relations or relationships. Okay, either one is okay. Good. So, Tang, what is now missing from this paragraph? What do each of these paragraphs need at the end?
In the end,
Yeah, what is the last sentence of each of these paragraphs? Remember the structure that we looked at?
the conclusion or something.
So the last sentence should always be an example. An example. Okay. So, can you give me an example, Tang? Please make one up. If you can't think of one from real life, please make one up.
For examples,
Sorry, Tang, I can't hear you very well.
the Soviet Union
Yep.
helped Vietnam in the war.
The Soviet Union, yeah. You talk, I will write, Tang, okay? The Soviet Union
Wait, let me
helped Vietnam, yep. When?
In
Or with
the
what?
in the fight against America.
That's not the same. We need an example for a disaster. Okay, like some sort of natural disaster, not a war. Okay. But it's all right, we can use the same sentence. For example, the Soviet Union helped Vietnam in something like this. Tang is what you need. Okay, Tang, can you read my example, please?
For example, the Soviet Union helped Vietnam in the recent floods that covered Hanoi.
Okay. All right. So you see what I mean, Tang? See, I have made this example up. All right. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I need an example. and as long as the English is correct. That is the main thing. Does this make sense, Tang?
Yes.
Okay. So next week, I'll get you to go on with paragraph 2. All right. So paragraph 2. Now we need to develop this sentence here a little bit from your introduction. So this paragraph has been about rich countries helping poor countries, which leads to better relationships between the nations. Okay. This paragraph, what are we going to say here, Tang? This essay agrees to the statement because this can be a better relationship between the nations and help the poorer countries get over what word am I going to type? Tang? And help the poorer countries get over disaster by rebuilding their
home.
correct homes. Yeah, homes and what else? Try this word. This might be a word you haven't heard before, but it's a very useful word. Tang?
Infrastructure.
Yes, infrastructure. Do you know what infrastructure is?
It's like wait, I heard it like once or twice, so I don't remember it.
Okay. So infrastructure is things like roads and hospitals and bridges. Okay. All the things that a city needs. So roads, bridges, hospitals, electricity. Okay. These are all part of the infrastructure of a city or a country. Does that make sense, Tang?
Yes.
Okay, so that is what infrastructure means. Okay, so your next paragraph, which we'll do next week, okay, needs to start off by, okay, richer countries can help poorer countries by rebuilding their homes and infrastructure. Why should they do that? That is what your paragraph needs to be about. Why should the richer countries help poorer countries with their infrastructure? Okay, everyone. I'll stop sharing there. So that is almost the end of the lesson for today. Can you all turn your cameras back on, please? Thank you, Zung Ha. Okay, so does anyone have any questions from what we have just done? I will very quickly share a word with you in chat, which I just talked to Tang about. And it is to do with, because this essay is about helping poor countries recover from disasters. Okay, infrastructure. For those of you who don't know what infrastructure is, it means things like roads. I'll put all this in chat. Roads, bridges, hospitals. Okay, this is what the infrastructure of a city is. All those things and more. All the things that make a city a city. A city is not just shops and people. Although, of course, teenagers think it's just shops, I know, sometimes. Okay, but the infrastructure of a city is all the things that make a city work, especially power, hospitals, bridges. So infrastructure is a very good word to use or to know in an essay like this when you are talking about richer countries helping poorer countries rebuild. What do they rebuild? They rebuild the infrastructure, not just people's houses. So I hope that makes sense. So that's our word to end on. So thank you everyone, for coming to the lesson this afternoon. As always, it's lovely to see you. I hope everyone is clear about the homework. So you will find the homework in the Google Doc. The homework is labeled week commencing 28 of the 8th. Please email it to me. Please email me the homework. And again, it's not hard homework. Should only take you 5 minutes. All right, everyone, have a happy week. And for those of you who've got exams this week, good luck. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
students.
everyone. Bye.